Today I'm going to show you how to effectively use the massage to help take care of your forearm muscles. Now if you use your hands or wrists especially repetitively, there's a good chance you'll eventually develop some forearm and elbow problems. The problems usually develop over time and eventually become painful. Now, the pain is usually occasionally at first, but can eventually become constant and debilitating. Now if it's your job that's causing the problem, it can eventually get to a stage where you can't work anymore. The big problem is your forearm muscles tightening with use. This not only causes abnormal tension, but as you can see in this diagram, it puts pressure on the blood vessels, reducing blood flow. And this is a combination of abnormal tension and lack of blood flow that causes pain and a gradual deterioration of the muscles. I need to also mention here that abnormal tension pulls at the side of your elbows where the muscles attach, causing pain such as tennis elbow and golfer's elbow. Now the best way to stop these muscles tightening and to make sure that they have a nice healthy blood supply is to give them a regular massage. So in this video I'll show you 2 very effective ways you can do this at home. Please keep in mind though that this is general information. For specific advice you need to consult a professional familiar with your own needs. Now before we get on to the 2 massage techniques, I'll quickly show you how to examine your muscles. It's not critical, but if you can you'll be able to focus more on the parts that need it, and you'll also know when you've done a great job and when you need to do more. Now to examine your muscles you need to start with your fingers flat like this, feeling for general tightness and tenderness. If you find part that's a bit tight or tender, you can use 1 or 2 fingers to explore a bit deeper. Now tightness and tenderness are definitely parts that need working on. You may even find a tender lump which causes pain when you're pressing it, which is likely to be a trigger point. Now these have potential to turn quite nasty. We've got more information about them on other videos, but the good thing is that the massage techniques I'll show you will help with trigger points. The last thing before we do any massages is a word of caution. As I said before, forearm muscle problems can cause tennis elbow and its cousin golfer's elbow, giving you extreme tenderness around the bony lumps at the side of your elbow. Massage can potentially stir these tender spots up, so don't touch them. That means when you massage, stop a couple of centimetres short of the bony bumps. Now the first technique I'll show you is one a good massage therapist would use. It combines the best elements of stripping techniques where the therapist works on the muscles like they're squeezing gunk out of an old sponge, and pressure techniques where they push in with their elbows or thumbs. Now let's demonstrate this technique on the forearm. As I said before, it's partially a stripping technique, so I'll put some lubrication on the forearm and start moving slowly along like I'm squeezing out an old sponge. Now the lube doesn't have to be anything special, just as long as it's slippery. Now the best way is to start off not very deep, then gradually go deeper. Now I mentioned about the pressure point variation, so what we do is, if we get to a tight spot or a trigger point, is slow down and stop for 5 or 10 seconds, maintaining the pressure. Then gradually move on again. You'll find this to be very effective. Now a couple of things I need to mention. As I said before, if you've got lumps on the side of your elbow that are tender, massaging them will potentially cause damage and stir them up, so stop a couple of centimetres short. The other thing is to always massage towards your heart. Your veins and lymphatic vessels have one-way valves in them, and you don't want to be trying to squeeze blood and other fluids back through one-way valves the wrong way. The next technique I'll show you is using a vibration massager. These are extraordinarily easy to use and do a great job. Basically, all you need to do is sit the massager over the part to be massaged and let the vibration soak in. I've got separate videos on how to use these effectively, but these are the basic principles. And first, you use over cloth or clothing so you avoid skin irritation and it's much more hygienic. Next, you make sure the muscle is relaxed, and if possible have the part being massaged horizontal so the part takes the weight of the machine and the weight of the machine applies most of the pressure. Lastly, you sit the massager there and let the vibration soak in for about 30 seconds. There's no need to press in or move the machine around, and after 30 seconds you simply move the machine to the next spot. Now, to use vibration massage you'll need a decent massager. Unfortunately, a lot of the ones you can buy are not very effective. So I've got a video on how to find a good one, or you can simply get one of ours. They're easy to use, very reasonably priced, and you can find out how to get one on our website. Now, if you have any forearm muscle pain or elbow pain, hopefully a couple of treatments like this will help settle it down. But I'll guarantee that if you examine your muscles the next day, you'll find those tender spots will still be there, just a bit smaller and a bit less tender. If you leave them, they'll gradually redevelop and start hurting again. So what I recommend you do is keep checking and treating them, maybe each day. Hopefully you get to a stage where it's all clear and you feel great. Then what I recommend you do is give them a regular check over to keep them that way. If you have any questions or comments, we'd love to hear from you. We bring out more videos on other parts of your body, so if you subscribe and hit the bell, YouTube will let you know when they're available. Thank you very much.